Matt Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. Halfway through the week already. Man, it goes by fast. 888-900-3393 and at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. The president had some fun with the WNBA champions.
Oh, there's champions in that league?
I guess so.
That's awesome.
Who knew?
Yeah, that's got to be worth something.
Who knew? Apparently, they do a similar thing to the NBA where, they have a tournament at the end of the season. And somebody wins it. How about that?
I'm scrolling quickly. Seattle Storm, everybody. Of course.
Well,
you knew that.
Duh. I mean, the best team in the league.
Wait a minute. They won 3-0 over the Las Vegas Aces. They don't even get a best of 7 in that league?
They're lucky they play any games at all, even during the regular season, because nobody goes.
They blame the pandemic.
Yeah, it's the pandemic.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. Because people, man, there's nothing more popular than women's basketball, is there? I don't even think soccer comes close to women's basketball.
Yet another sport Atlanta can't win a championship in.
So Biden couldn't speak. He can't be bothered, really, to talk about Afghanistan. Give us an update on that. But he was busy hanging out with the WNBA champions.
This is so weird when he poses for this picture.
He kneels in front of them, and I guess it's like a... I mean, what are you doing?
I mean, they had just got done talking about social justice, so that's all I could think of.
Then he kneels in front of them.
Is that what there's a BLM thing? What is it? I mean, is it because he doesn't... I don't understand.
It's because he's so tall. He's 7'6", right?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was kneeling because he saw the Taliban in the room.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Bizarre. And so unbecoming of the President of the United States. Yeah. Yeah, he knelt right in front of us.
Weird.
So weird. And he did discuss Sue Bird, who's one of the big stars in the WNBA.
Okay.
And Megan Rapinoe, who is, probably the biggest star in women's soccer.
In March, we had the honor of welcoming Sue's fiance, Megan.
Excuse me.
Megan came, and we tried to get her outside.
Okay, so there's so much there already. First of all, he can't say fiance. Secondly, they're not fiancés. They're married and have been for some time now. And then third, of course, he has no idea Megan Rapinoe's last name. He can't. Her fiance. Anyway, her fiance, Meg. Anyway, look, I've said too much. I need my pudding now. Is that enough to get pudding?
No, you botched this, old man.
Stay here and talk. All right, let's start this from the beginning again. From the top.
In March, we had the honor of welcoming Sue's fiance, Megan.
Excuse me.
Megan came, and we tried to get her outside playing soccer with us, but it didn't work quite well. But because we couldn't keep up. But and they came to the White House to mark Equal Pay Day. It's the long past due for Equal Pay Day for women in America.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they're asking for a pay cut because they already make more than equal money as the men. So I guess they want a pay cut because they want equal pay.
How many fans did we say show up at those WNBA games? What are their ratings like?
Excuse me. What? At the WNBA games?
Yeah.
Probably average around 6,500, 7,000 or something. Would be my guess. Depending on, the city, obviously, and the team and how they're doing.
I don't believe what I'm reading right now. Massive boost in audience this year.
Get out of here.
Stop it. 25% jump in ratings.
For the WNBA?
This is an article that says just 2 weeks into the regular season, the WNBA is averaging 357,000 viewers across ABC, ESPN, and ESPN2. It doesn't say per game. I don't know. Yeah, they're saying that
That's on TV, though, they're talking about.
Yeah.
Average WNBA attendance by team. Yeah, well, okay, 7,562 in the 2019 season. It's probably less than that now.
7,500?
7,500. Yeah. So, I mean,
high
they're
school
lucky
games.
Yeah, I know.
Might get more.
That's probably true.
Enough. I can't.
It's probably true. But Megan came to her girlfriend place.
Fiance.
And her sister said, but look, excuse me.
What's her name?
I've said too much, and so, but I don't know why I don't have any pants on right now. But it's time that Sue Bird and her brother.
No. Well,
over here, Megan.
Close.
They have to go home.
I tell you, that actually had me flashback to. It was just before 9/11, so
Yeah.
it was about this time in 2001 when George W. Bush had the Houston Comets, I guess they're called, and he didn't know the coach's name. And, and he didn't care. I mean, he just had to do this thing.
Coach,
good job there.
Good job, Coach. But that was just George W. Bush.
Yeah,
because he doesn't care about women's basketball any more than the rest of us. And he got trapped because he had to have them, represent there, and they're a Texas team.
Yeah, it was just so funny how and it wasn't just like, hey, good job, Coach. It was like, I was talking to Coach beforehand, and
no idea who it is.
I have looked for that video for 20 years.
But of course, that was not a dementia type situation.
No, that was a I don't care situation.
That's for sure. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. So, if the president can't even handle the WNBA basketball team being in town, how can we expect this guy to handle the situation in Afghanistan? Even Democrats are really kind of bashing him over what's going on.
Surprising.
Yeah, I can't believe they've not shown a united front here, because they almost always do. So this is really unusual. And it's a pretty bad situation because they can't. The American people know what's happened here, and it's happened right before our eyes. So it'd be pretty tough for them. They've got elections to worry about too. So even they have to part company with him on this. And there are Democrats calling for the deadline to be extended, because it's an artificial deadline. Why he just picked an arbitrary day on the calendar. We got to be out by August 31st. Why? Because the Taliban says so? Sorry, no. That's not a reason. So what everybody wants them to do is extend that deadline, because there's no way we can get everybody out by next Monday. Or is it Tuesday? It's next Tuesday. Mm-hmm. It's just not possible. And now the Taliban is threatening us. We need to wipe them out. We need to send in whoever needs to be sent in and just wipe them out. And then we'll leave. Okay, sorry, we got one more job here. We're going to kill every last one of you scumbags. How about that? And then leave. And then we could leave. But of course, they're not going to do that. Will they extend the deadline, though? That will be interesting to see.
Well, troops are already coming home. Already starting to get our troops out of there.
Yeah, you can't do that yet.
Didn't you learn 2 weeks ago? You're doing it in the wrong order, old man.
Yeah, he didn't know he did.
Get everyone out, then our troops come out.
But it's only because he's incapable of learning that he didn't learn. So we got that going for us. So the situation is bound to get worse before it gets any better. Now they're talking about he was doing an announcement of some sort yesterday and talked about ISIS-K. Mm-hmm. You ever heard of what's ISIS-K?
Oh yeah, that's the latest. They're apparently really bad, and
ISIS-K.
They don't like the Taliban. I mean, it's
they don't like the Taliban?
Yeah. So honestly, just get every Afghan resident out of that country. Mm-hmm. Just let's spread them evenly around the world, and then let let ISIS-K and Taliban fight it out.
Yeah.
And
all right. I'm not opposed to that, actually.
What a mess.
That's just, I mean, that's what was going to happen eventually. It's just, and everybody wants it, and that's what they keep arguing when people ask them about it at the press conference every day. Why have you done this so poorly? Why wasn't there better planning? Well, the American people want us out of Afghanistan. Yeah, that's not the issue. Yeah, all of us want us out of Afghanistan. Not like this. Not in a way that strands tens of thousands of Americans and leaves all the good Afghans that helped us out all those years and we gave promises to, leaves them in the lurch. We all want to be out of Afghanistan. That's the only argument they have, and they won't address anything else.
Yeah, it's Taliban has now started getting gas from Iran.
Iran, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, so it's they're now everyone, including us, are treating them like they're the legitimate authority of that country. Mm-hmm. It's so frustrating, Pat. Just
especially us. Yeah, especially us. Mm-hmm. I mean, Biden is giving incredible deference to the Taliban. Well, the Taliban want us out by next week.
Really?
In an agreement with them, so they want us to go. So I said, well, could we stay a little bit longer and help? And they said no.
They said no, we're not going to extend the deadline?
No.
Oh.
They won't.
Well, then what did you say?
I said, oh, well, please? And they said no.
You said please?
I did. I said to him, and I said this, no joke. No joke.
Really? What happened?
I said, pretty please with sugar on it. And that didn't. They said no. We don't eat sugar. That's how we say, so stay so trim.
Did you offer him
that and running around killing people?
72 virgins?
No, because I couldn't remember how many it was. Yeah. I said 1 million, trillion, billion, and they
that didn't work?
No.
We darn.
So, yeah, nothing works. Nothing works. They told us we got to leave, so, our hands are tied now. The Taliban said we got to get out. What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? I love how the Taliban says, look, if you're a woman and you work, just stay at home for now because our guys don't know how to deal with women.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is going to be, oof.
And they're insisting that no Afghans can leave now. They changed the deal, and now they've said, look, too many Afghans have left. We're not going to have any more Afghans leave.
Wait a minute. A terrorist organization changed their mind on a deal they made?
It's hard to believe. I know.
Well,
I thought you people were men of your word. So I don't understand that either. Why would you not let people leave who don't want to be there? How does that help you when you force people to stay? Did that work out well for the Soviets? It didn't seem to, but it took a long time for that to come crumbling down. And it won't work in the long run, but you would have thought that we'd learn some lessons from history, but no, zero. At least the Taliban certainly hasn't learned any. And so they're not going to allow any more Afghans to leave. They said, we don't care about foreigners. You can leave. Up until next Monday, you can leave. But no more Afghans. So that bodes really badly for all the Afghans crowding at the airport. And they've blocked off apparently all the routes to the airport. And so if you're caught, you're going to be beaten or killed, or both. It's a really bad situation.
Yeah, and you think, well, what are they going to do when August 31st rolls around? Well, my gosh, what kind of U.S. military equipment do they have in their arsenal now?
Yeah. They're going to start attacking Americans is what they're going to do. All right, let me tell you about Real Estate Agents I Trust. If you're trying to sell your home, there's a lot of things that you might have to do to your home to get it into a sellable place where people desire your home. Maybe you've lived there for a while and some of the things are a little bit outdated. I know that's happened at my house. And I really like the paint that we have now, but our realtor who just looked it over said, no, it's got to be painted. Well, I don't want to. All right, well, don't sell your house then.
Whoa.
But that's what you need is a realtor who's going to get you through all that and help you understand that certain things have to be done. Or maybe they might advise you, that's fine as is, just sell it the way it is, you'll get plenty out of it. They'll help you get the most out of your home or buy the most home for your money. And if you're relocating, you're going to have to do both those things. Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name really says it all. realestateagentsitrust.com. Oh. Look at that.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
It is. And I am. Pat Gray Unleashed. Put that back up if you would, the announcement.
No, yeah.
No? Yeah.
He thought
Now through Labor Day, we've got the Don't Vax Me Bro t-shirt.
Yeah, don't vax me, bro.
Now through Labor Day, 15% off with the promo code NOVAX.
Yeah. So
NOVAX.
You put that shirt in your cart, and when you go to checkout, put in NOVAX. Boom.
PatHeadshop.com. Do it right now.
Yeah, and what a Christmas gift, man. Why not start shopping early? You're right, you know?
Right.
I like that.
They said start shopping early because there's going to be shortages by Christmas time. So we got that going for us,
What did Kamala say over there in Singapore? I don't have that clip, but she's telling people to shop now. And
yeah, that's right. That's who I heard it from. Shop early because... and it was because of shortages, wasn't it?
I guess.
Isn't that why she recommends that?
Why is she doing that in Singapore?
I don't know. And why is she in Singapore? We got this situation going on in Afghanistan. She goes to Singapore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's answering the tough questions on the runway, too. Because she's obviously a natural-born leader, Pat.
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
Well, watch this. I mean, she's laughing.
Hold on. Slow down, everybody. I want to talk about two things. First, Afghanistan.
Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, you can kill this. That's it.
We couldn't have...
We don't need all this. I mean, the lady is asking her about Americans stranded in Afghanistan. Okay, all right, out there. Hideous.
She's crazy. He's senile. It's a good combination.
Well, then let's just go to level 3. Let's go to the speaker. What do you got on her, huh? You got any dirt on her?
Yeah, she's nuts as well.
I know a lot of things.
No.
I know a lot of things.
Well, there you go. She knows a lot of things. So that's what you need to be Speaker of the House, am I right?
I feel like we're like, America is a mime and we're trapped in a box. And there's like, no side is open. Help.
But at least we don't live in New York. For those of you who do, I'm sorry. Bill de Blasio, he's like, I don't know, the assistant undersecretary of the Taliban. He's talking about vaccine mandates for New York City.
Look, human beings do well when they have carrot and stick. So a mandate helps people to realize it's time. FDA final approval on Pfizer said it's time.
It's time.
Now, the Biden administration could do something else that would really help us all move forward. Speed the approval of the vaccine for the 5 to 11-year-olds. It's time for that.
Yeah, it's time.
If we can get that last piece done, because right now we can vaccinate kids 12 and up, and we're having a lot of success in New York City getting that done.
Right.
But we need that last piece, and we need every child in America back in school. Yeah. So I know Joe Biden cares, to his great credit. I know the team's working nonstop, but they've got to make this a central priority. Get that vaccine ready for the 5 to 11-year-olds.
Right.
And then there's not even a question anymore about our schools. No, everyone in the school building at that point could be vaccinated, should be vaccinated.
We just talked.
Right. And they'll still get the disease, of course. And they'll still get the virus. Don't worry about that. And they can still spread it. They'll spread it to each other and to other people. But but at least they'll have the vaccine pumping through their veins.
What did he say early on in that clip? Humans like a carrot and a stick?
Uh-huh.
Are we 4
I don't know if he said
old?
like. Play the very beginning.
Human beings do well when they have carrot and stick.
They do well when they have carrot and stick. That is progressive think. That is, I'm the rancher, you're the cattle. And I got this cattle prod here that's called a mandate, and I'm going to jab you with it to get you moving and to force your hand. It's
yeah, apparently Marines going to lose their pensions, tuition assistance, and access to the GI Bill, along with other military benefits if they refuse the vaccine.
Well, we're just following the science here.
Follow the science.
Oh, by the way, scientists have sharply criticized the Biden administration's push to widely distribute COVID-19 vaccine booster shots in the next month, saying the data provided by federal health officials this week was not compelling enough to recommend third shots to most of the American population right now. U.S. health leaders say they're preparing to offer booster shots to all eligible Americans beginning the week of September 20th. And these scientists are all saying, wait, there's no data that says that's even advisable to do. Well, why are we doing it then?
Right. Remember, if you got the shot, you're good to go. And
yes.
now it's, if you get a booster every 8 months.
And wear the mask.
And wear the mask. Right.
And the second mask. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
so.
You had a congresswoman come out on Twitter yesterday and say, by the way, 49 fully vaccinated people in New Jersey have recently died from COVID in my state.
Oh, my gosh.
Who's reporting
49. Mm-hmm. Wow.
But remember, I thought that...
But that keeps you from serious illness. So
that's what I thought, right?
That's wrong. That can't be right. We should check and see if they're all dead or are they mostly dead.
Right. Well, correct.
Is Miracle Max around?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get him on the case and just make sure about that.
Yeah. I think they were less severe cases of death.
Oh, right.
Is what it was.
Think of how bad it would have been had they not been vaccinated.
They would have died screaming.
They would have double died.
Sure.
Okay?
But they got the vaccine, so
they only died.
It was just more of a...
They didn't have to double die.
More peaceful.
Like unvaccinated people. We've heard about the double and triple dying.
Yeah.
You won't have to do that when you get vaccinated. It's just the one death. Just one. And then
one time.
And that's it.
And now
could have been a lot worse.
Right. Now the one good thing about whether you die screaming or die in your sleep, you still are eligible to vote in the United States of America.
Oh well, sure.
After you die,
certainly in Illinois and other places as well.
Many other places, I would contend.
Once again, the battle on B has become reality for us.
Oh gosh.
For convenience, vaccine passport can now be tattooed on your hand or forehead. Then we got this buffoon.
So that's from March. They were just joking around.
Yeah, and then look at the New York Post here. This is an actual story from this week. Inked up. Man gets tattoo of COVID-19 vaccine QR code on his arm.
Mark of the beast. Excuse me.
Now, they said in the article that the tattoo actually works.
Wow.
The code actually works. When you scan it, it does work.
Well, you'd expect the mark of the beast to work as it was predicted so long ago.
And it does. So that's great.
Yeah,
that's really good. So you don't have to worry about that. You won't have to remember your passport anywhere. Think of how convenient that is.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if they linked your bank account to it as well, then that would be even more convenient.
I like how you're thinking here outside the box, you know?
You take care of all this stuff at once. You're vaccinated. You can purchase items with it. It's got a GPS tracker in it, maybe. So if you or your children ever get kidnapped, we can find you right away. I mean, there's safety involved. There's security involved.
It's like a one-stop shop.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Wow. And why
super convenient.
Yeah.
Why would you not get it?
And you don't even get the tattoo. Why don't you just embed it?
Yeah, like in your wrist or your forehead.
Exactly. Good point.
Because if you don't like tattoos, it doesn't have to be seen. You can just get the little barcode put right in your wrist. Should be really handy. And don't give me your little superstitions. You know, the mark of the beast. It might be the mark of the beast. Shut up.
No.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay, well, it might be the mark of the beast, but am I going to walk out of here with my my mocha latte grande?
You could.
With 4 sugars?
Yeah,
without having to talk to anybody?
Yeah, it might be the mark of the beast, but it's going to make your life more convenient.
Then sign me up.
Right?
Right?
A lot of people are going to be that way, actually.
Oh, of course. 80% of us will be that way.
Sorry, you can't participate in commerce if you don't have the mark of the beast. Okay, I'll get it. That was hard. That's what it'll be like. Don Lemon was a little bit baffled last night.
What?
He's lecturing us again because he knows better than we do. He's like the rancher. You know, he knows better. He's one of the elites, and we're all stupid little lemmings. We're doing such weird things he can't even understand them.
Masks. Vaccines. Those are the best weapons we have against a virus that is killing more than 1,000 Americans every single day.
Right.
Yet there are people who don't trust the vaccines.
What?
But they're willing to try any wacky, fake cure they read about online or they see
Because you're so stupid, Don. Help us.
In right-wing media.
Help us. We're too stupid.
At least 2 people in Mississippi have been hospitalized. After taking an anti-parasitic drug meant for livestock.
Meant for livestock.
The FDA tweeting.
Actually, they probably took the one meant for humans because there is a livestock version, but I believe there's also a human version that's given to humans. So.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a horse.
I'm not.
You're not a cow.
Thank you.
Seriously, y'all.
Y'all. Oh, that's how he relates to us because he's so far above us.
Oh, my.
But he throws in a y'all, and then pretty soon he's like one of us. You're thinking, oh, my gosh, he just said y'all. He's just like I am.
Oh, God.
Stop it.
You stop
You're not a horse.
You're not a horse.
You're not a cow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Seriously, y'all.
Seriously, y'all. Stop it.
Stop
it. Thank you for repeating.
So let me get this straight.
Okay.
Think about this, okay?
All right.
You won't get vaccinated.
No, right.
You won't wear a mask.
Right.
You say, you're worried about the FDA approval. You don't know what's in the vaccine. But you'll take a drug meant for deworming livestock? Really?
Really?
What the hell?
Okay. You won't take the vaccine, but you'll take a dewormer for livestock? He's talking, of course, about ivermectin. And yes, a lot of people will do exactly what you said because it's been proven to work. You know how many studies there have been on ivermectin? 60. 60 studies. And all over the world, especially in India, this has worked like crazy. In their most populous state in India, the rates have plummeted of both the infected and the deaths due to the doctors in that area making ivermectin available to everybody. They're just giving it away. They're giving it out to people. And it's working. They're not dying. Why wouldn't you try it if nothing else is working? Why wouldn't you? I'd rather try ivermectin than go on a ventilator since 90% of people who wind up on a ventilator die. So before I go on a ventilator, if I ever get it, I'm going to ask them for ivermectin or hydroxychloroquine, one of the two.
Are you a horse?
No.
Oh, you're
I'm not. No.
Okay.
No.
Because
or a cow.
Or a cow.
Although sometimes I might be confused as such. I am not. But let me ask you, Don Lemon. You know, you hate Donald Trump with all the intensity of a billion white-hot burning suns. You don't trust him at all. In fact, you and your colleagues believed at least at one point he was a Russian agent. But you'll be injected with an experimental drug that he sped along to get into circulation in society in under a year. Without knowing a single ingredient that's in it. You'll go ahead and just jam that into your shoulder, right? How does that make any sense, Don? When you hate this guy and you don't believe anything he said or did, but you're willing to take the vaccine that he's very much responsible for. Don't give us that holier-than-thou nonsense. I can't take it from these people. 888-900-3393. And, by the way, Oregon Governor Kate Brown has mandated masks even outside.
Today, I'm announcing that effective Friday, August 27th, masks will be required in all public outdoor settings where physical distancing is not possible.
Screw you.
Regardless of vaccination status.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Masks have proven to be effective at reducing transmission.
No, they haven't.
Are a necessary measure.
No, they
right
really
now,
haven't.
Even in some outdoor settings, to help us fight COVID and to protect one another.
They just keep saying it. They just show me the study that you did that has shown masks to be really effective in preventing COVID-19 from spreading. Show me.
They can't.
I don't think they have a single study on that. 888-900-3393. Jeff, you'll be chewing the fat with us next.
Yay.
Welcome to it. Thanks for being here. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. So somebody sent us something that may be an alternate, a little bit shorter version as for an open for
for
you. And
I recognize this song. This is like a churchy type song here,
which is perfect for me.
Which is perfect for Jeffy.
There's nothing makes me happier than a churchy type song.
Oh, and when people think churchy, they think,
thank you,
Jeffy.
So you're going to want to pay attention to the saxophone player who starts playing here, and the organist and the other guy are trying not to laugh. And so, okay. Here we go. It's good stuff right here.
It's already almost too churchy.
Now he's looking over like, wait, what? And the white guy won't look over.
The guy reaches over to, stop him. Dude, stop.
I missed that the first time.
Dude, what are you doing? It's the wrong song.
So with that, here's Jeffy to choose.
Rest in peace, Charlie Watts. I know, dead at the age of 80. So apparently he was a little bit sicker than everyone thought. When it was like about a month ago. 20 days or so when he said he was going to not be part of the tour, and the doctor's orders, and he needed to rest, and now he's on permanent rest. So anyway, I don't know. I'm really sad.
They said the surgery was successful.
Yeah.
And then he died from it or whatever. It's really sad.
Really sad. So I guess the tour hasn't been canceled. I guess they're going this tour with in honor of Charlie Watts. Now he'll be.
He was the most unassuming rock star. Like if you saw him at Walmart, you would have no idea this guy was in the Rolling Stones.
I would almost guarantee you're never going to see Charlie Watts at Walmart. That's just me, though.
Wow, you're going with two death jokes on the day after?
Well, no, it wasn't anything to do with him dead. When he was alive, Charlie Watts isn't shopping at Walmart.
Oh, that's where you were going.
No.
Gotcha.
I mean, even today, though, now for sure.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry.
Thank you to all of you that sent me the Jeff Bezos soft serve ice cream story. I got it. Thank you. Yes, I want one. Bezos has a new soft serve ice cream machine at one of his homes in Beverly Hills from the CVT Soft Serve Ice Cream Company. It looks like a tiny ice cream truck, and it's called the CVTini. It offers chocolate, vanilla, and twist nozzles. And I guess Jeff is the first customer to have one in his home, according to their Instagram account. And they thanked Jeff for being their first residential customer.
What? This is weird.
The company has, they've been serving soft serve in their ice cream truck in L.A. for the past 7 years. And I'm not sure which one of his 3 Beverly Hills homes he has it in.
Hold on a second. Can I just say that if that was his first idea, we would have never heard of Jeff Bezos. I mean, that's weird, man. That ice cream truck thing. No. You can only get away with that when you're
I want one.
A billionaire.
I want one. I don't know what it costs. I mean, you can get a soft serve ice cream machine for under $20,000, but then you've got to pay for all the goods and the upkeep and whatever. I mean,
weird.
Jeff, I think, can probably afford it. I don't know the dates on the mixes or anything.
Probably.
I mean, they claim that he makes $3,715 a second. So I'm not sure if he could, if he could foot the bill for the CVTini.
Wow, per second. That's amazing.
Now they say, remember we saw the cold snap machine at the Consumer Electronics Show earlier in the year. They're saying that this was going to be between $500 and $1,000 with little packets that you put in, these little cups that were going to be like $3 each to make your at-home soft serve. But either one. Either one works. I'm good with either one.
How much is this one?
They said between $500 and $1,000. They were just testing it with their beta launch, so they weren't sure earlier in the year. So I'm not sure what it's going to be. Probably get it at Costco for $350. And it just as a side note, as long as we're talking about ice cream, McDonald's says it has pulled milkshakes from the menu in all 1,250 of its British restaurants because of supply problems stemming from a shortage of truck drivers, they say. They say they're also experiencing shortages of bottled drinks And they're not. And I'd like to claim, I'm not sure if they're actually milkshakes in the UK, because they're not milkshakes here in America. But either way, milk or no milk, I won't have that here in America. That will not stand. No. Shakes, we're not going to have shortages of shakes.
It's pretty bad when McDonald's has a supply chain problem.
Right?
Yeah, things are getting.
I know.
Yeah, there's
kinda
apparently an app that a guy developed because the machines are always breaking down.
Well, that's the ice
or
cream.
something.
Yeah, that's the ice cream cone machines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
And they had that app. It follows if the machines are broken. There's a whole other story about the ice cream machines.
As like one guy.
I mean, it's
one guy,
incredible.
right? That goes everywhere to fix them.
One company.
Okay,
McDonald's has a deal with this company that's actually across the street from their corporate headquarters. They've had this deal forever. Now, there was another guy that developed a way to fix them, and these other McDonald's were buying the cheap way to fix them. And the company is now saying, no, you can't be doing that. No, don't be doing that. Otherwise, the warranty's no good. I mean, it's a big fix it's a big fix on McDonald's. Anyway, in other health news, eating a hot dog on a bun takes away 36 minutes of your life.
Yeah,
36 minutes of your life, largely, of course, due to the detrimental effect of processed meat. That from the researchers at the University of Michigan School of Public Health, Department of Environmental Health Services. They published their findings in the Nature Journal. Love the Nature Journal, detailing their newly developed Health Nutritional Index. They included over 5,000 foods in the U.S. diet classified by health burden and environmental impacts. They ranked foods by minutes gained or lost off health life per serving.
Yeah.
Sugar.
By the way, peanut butter and jelly puts back 33 minutes.
I know. How about that?
Wow.
So you have a hot dog?
Offset.
It's a wash.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're good.
That's better.
That's why I always wash down my hot dogs with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, so you're carbon neutral at that point.
Yeah. I mean, they say, salted peanuts, baked salmon, rice with beans, legumes, are supposed to be good. But, if they don't take into effect, I don't think the sadness that you have while you're eating a legume. I mean, they're good for you. And I love the idea that it's a wash.
So hold on.
PB&J
So wait a minute.
like
PBJ 33 minutes added back onto your life. Salmon's only worth 17 minutes, I think I saw.
Yeah, 10 to 15.
So is it fair to say that peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are better for you than salmon?
According to this.
Yeah. But they didn't say. No, they didn't. I didn't see. I looked inside the study. I tried to find what type of peanut butter and what type of jelly or jam they were talking about. So
didn't specify, I don't think.
I didn't see it in the study.
Jeffy, how many minutes do you lose for hot dogs? 35 minutes?
So if we put the 18-minute together along with the 7-minute together, you got 22 minutes. You sell it with 8 minutes of ads, you got 30 minutes.
That's about right. That's about what
but that's not where I was going. But that's very funny. Is it 35 or 36?
36.
36. Hang on a second. So Joey Chestnut just ate, 75? So in one sitting, dude is losing 2,700 minutes?
Yeah, but how many minutes are in?
Divide that by 60. How many hours
45?
is that? 45 hours?
45 hours?
Of his life gone.
Double check that.
That's in that one competition.
He loses almost 2 days for every contest he wins.
Man.
Stop.
Yeah. Plus,
that guy's about to drop dead.
Right.
Yeah.
In fact, he's already dead.
Minute.
He's already dead. Some of us should probably already be dead anyway. But, like I said, on Chewing the Fat, the podcast you should subscribe to, if you live your life with my motto, everything in moderation, you'll be fine.
That's your motto?
That's my motto. Yeah,
everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
That may be your motto. Doesn't mean you live by it.
If you're in Akron, Ohio, and know Alyssa, you can reach out and find out how she's doing. If you have her email me at chewingthefat@theblaze.com. Let me know how she's doing, because her boyfriend Tim broke up with her the other night at the Akron Rubber Ducks minor league baseball game.
So mean.
During the fan shout-out segment between the 7th and 8th inning, sponsored by the Ohio Amish country. In between happy birthdays to Juka and Sherry, Tim had a message put up on the old Jumbotron. Alyssa, this relationship is over. Tim.
So, wow, over's all caps, too.
That does hurt. Yeah, that hurts.
Ouch.
Now, I guess that, I don't know, I guess that's harder than ghosting her, just going away and
Do you think he was sitting there with her? Hey, look up there. Or did he say, hey, keep watching the screen. I'm going to go get some popcorn and never come back?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It might have even been the... Originally, I heard audio that I think was the PA announcer. That might have been him, the PA announcer, because he was in between the two birthdays. Uh-oh. And the way he read it was like, Alyssa, this relationship is over. Tim.
Oh.
So I think it might even have been the PA announcer.
That's brutal.
Yes, absolutely. The Southwick Zoo's newest addition, Dolly the giraffe, was born about a month ago. That was the largest ever species ever to be born in the history of the zoo. 6 feet tall, 150 pounds. And normally you'd think, that's interesting. But we're told that as the world grows warmer, scientists have worried that mammals living near cities are doomed to grow smaller, reducing their fitness as a species and no doubt the fitness of their predators. Nope. The science isn't settled. New research discovered that most of the mammal species studied, such as coyotes, raccoons, appear to be growing in size and not shrinking. This according to the measurements of more than 100 species from North America gathered from museum collections over the past 80 years. The greatest increases.
Showing again that every single prediction they've made on this climate change nonsense has been wrong.
That's correct.
Every one of them.
That's correct.
Yeah,
wrong.
And it carried over into the pandemic, too.
And they can't let it go, though, because they say as climate change grows worse, there is, of course, the possibility that might change. But at least for now. It seems that wolves, coyotes, deer, rodents, bats, and other mammals in North America, they're probably impacted by city populations more than climates. So, we didn't, the one scientist from the Florida Museum, that wasn't what we expected to find at all. Oh, really? So climate change is still bad, just not for the animals like we've been saying. You know what? How about urbanization? That's what it is. It's urbanization.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Uh-huh.
So... you got that going for you. But again, nope.
Wrong again.
Unbelievable. So yesterday I reposted a video that on Instagram that showed how we have lost our minds. This video from Arlington on Saturday as a deaf 15-year-old dog who'd been missing for 2 days was rescued from a storm drain. And they dug it up. They brought in the construction equipment, the fire department, the city crews. They dug up a road. They cut a pipeline on the sewer systems to save this 15-year-old deaf dog.
My gosh.
She'll live another 2 weeks.
So I said,
is this Arlington, Texas? Or
yes.
Is it? Oh, man.
And people were not happy with we've lost our minds. Mm-hmm. One comment was, what do you mean by we have lost our minds? Do you have a problem with rescuing the poor dog? I hope you get stuck in a storm drain and no one helps you.
Again, difference between humans and dogs.
Thank you.
Come on,
and guess
people.
And guess what? How do we know, for real? How do we know that the dog didn't go down there to die? Mm-hmm. He's 15 years old. Mm-hmm. He's blind. You know what? If I go down into this tunnel, I can just die and it'll leave me alone.
But is he deaf or is he blind?
You're deaf. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, again, I don't understand we're spending all this money on a dog. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're right. If it's a human, let's get him out. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. If it's a dog and we can't climb down the drain and maybe help him out and coax him out with a couple of doggy snacks and sprinkle some rough greens on the dirt and say, "Here, come this way." Mm-hmm. No, we're gonna block traffic, cut up the roads and pipes to save this dog. Who pays for that? Who pays for that? The dog owner?
Well, it should be the people who are all for it. All the people who are for it, go ahead and chip in.
Yes.
And pay the...
I'm all for that. Let's do a GoFundMe.
$2.5 million or whatever that costs just to do that.
It had to have cost, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to look that up.
It had to have been very expensive.
And then I'm going to accuse myself from this.
As long as we're on animals, llamas are sounding pretty good these days, and not for food. Well, at least not for right now. Llama Antibodies could be a potent force in preventing infections from contagious COVID-19 variants. Researchers from the Vibugent Center of Medical Biotechnology in Belgium have found that antibodies extracted from a llama named Winter, this one particular llama, neutralized the virus, including its variants in the laboratory testing. And the treatment would supplement vaccines by giving enhanced protection to people with weakened immune systems for help people who have been hospitalized with the virus. And the llama antibodies are usually so small, they're able to bind to the specific part of the virus, blocking it from infecting the cells. Their small size allows them to reach targets that the other antibodies couldn't get to. And I know what you're thinking, just Winter? Was it just Winter, the one llama? Well, no. The development of the treatment comes after studies in 2016 that showed llama antibodies were effective against the SARS and the MERS coronaviruses. So this has been out there. Why haven't women working on that already? Why are we just finding out about that now? But hey, get that booster shot. Mm-hmm. Get that booster shot.
Which, by the way, we don't have any data for to prove that it's going to be a good thing. They don't know. They have no idea.
After you get your second shot.
Right.
And then they don't know how long it starts to wane.
Right.
You start to lose your potency.
Uh-huh.
And it goes, originally they said it went down to 86% after 6 months. Now they're saying maybe 66.
66.
Maybe 66.
Pretty soon it'll be 46. And it'll be 20. Man, it's about 26, but that's still better than nothing.
And with these different variants,
right?
We
got the Delta, you got the Gamma, you got the Zeta,
you got the
ISIS K.
The Pfizer CEO says, "Yeah, the next variant comes along. We'll be ready for it within 3 months." Well, how do they do this? This is all man. Jeez, whatever. What a joke. What a joke. When was the first time they brought up the word booster? No, it was supposed to be one and done, and you were invincible for all time. It's a game.
And by the way, your natural immunity is still better than any of it. Just a little aside there.
Don't play their game.
Just wear your mask.
If you've had the disease, okay? I mean, I'd consider that to be pretty good immunity, but it's just me. Welcome. Great to have you with us. Got some tweets, extra white tweets. Did the same people that came up with minutes to life food chart have any relation to climate change models? Yeah, probably the same people.
They're absolutely doing that. That was part of the deal.
Novocaine for the soul. Jeffy, everything in moderation doesn't work if the moderation is all consumed at once.
Nice.
Duh.
I hadn't thought about that.
We don't know anything about moderation anymore. We're going for the gusto and absolutely everything. Have you seen this milk carton challenge? Milk crate challenge? Yeah, it's not cartons. They'd be crushed under your weight. But the crates kind of support you a little bit.
A little.
Maybe don't try this at home.
Oh, gosh.
What do you got, Bill? 6 of them? 2, 4, yeah, 6 to the top.
This is not going.
That hurt. That hurt.
Yeah, that hurt a lot.
That hurt on the back. There was one I saw, and I don't know if we have it. There was one I saw where the guy fell, and I mean it. You know it hurt.
Is it this one here?
He got up and just walks away. Yeah, no. This guy gets nailed.
Oh, head first.
Yeah.
Brother.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there was
people
one. I mean,
laugh. To me, that's not funny.
It's not funny at all.
Look how bad he's hurt. What a maroon.
Gonna get lots of clicks on this one.
Look at that. His head split open. That is great.
He's going to have those milk crate bruises on his chest for months, man.
Jeez.
The one guy got up. I mean, he jumps right back up and then walks away. Walks away from the crowd, and that's the sign of really being hurt, man. Because you're trying to shake it up.
Because you can go somewhere and cry. That's why. That's why he walks away.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I'm going to go sob for about an hour and a half.
They got to go. They're going too fast. I mean, for those of us that have done the challenge before.
I'm sorry?
For those of us who have done the challenge.
You got to go. You got to keep your balance and do it a little bit slower.
Wait a minute. Is there video of you doing this?
There might be. I don't know.
Oh, when have you done this?
It was a long time ago. A long time ago.
Did the milk
before
crates...
videos?
Uh-huh.
So there's no video evidence.
There might have been a television crew there. I don't know.
Are the milk crates still around to tell the story?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not.
Please, if he stepped on a milk crate, the first one's going down. Right?
Why? They're more sturdy than...
It's a weight to strength ratio thing.
Oh,
look,
yeah.
Pat, look.
I think we
it's
know
on
what
laws
you're
of
saying.
physics kind of thing.
All right.
Throwing that out there for Isaac Newton. That's all. Angelina Jolie even is upset with the withdrawal.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Did you read about that?
Oh,
You see that in the paper today?
No,
Jay,
man.
did you read about that? You see that, Angelina Jolie?
You talking to yourself there, Jay?
The UN ambassador.
I thought you were going to say Angelina Jolie did the milk crate challenge. Now I'm disappointed.
No, she did
Whatever
not.
she's going to say, I don't care.
As far as I know, she did not do the milk
she has not done
crate
the milk
challenge.
crate challenge.
But she started an Instagram account Friday and used the first post on her new. I can't believe she didn't have an Instagram before this. To bash how poorly the Biden administration has handled the American withdrawal in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, awesome. Plus, she set the new record, too. She's got to be documented on Guinness, but she set the new world record for the fastest to 1 million.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She was like an hour.
An
A
hour?
little over an hour.
1 million people in an hour.
Just under what Jeff Fisher Radio is. My Instagram account isn't quite that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
so you're just under that.
Just under that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's weird.
She said it's sickening to watch Afghans being placed yet again out of the fear and uncertainty that has gripped their country. She lamented about the money being spent in Afghanistan, which is only about $2.26 trillion since 2001. So that's like 20 years. We've spent $2.5 trillion. So what?
Thank you.
Man, I mean, when you count up the casualties of Americans and Afghans, it's about 170,000. 170,000, 2.26 trillion. And she said to spend so much time and money to have bloodshed and lives lost, only to come to this, is a failure almost impossible to understand. It's true. That's right. Yeah, and now her figures on the on Instagram account, 7 million.
Yeah.
In 2 days, 7
I was
million.
looking to see what the actual. I don't have this.
Wow.
Trying to find the story, but it was the fastest to an hour.
To 1 million.
To 1 million. It was a little over an hour.
Did she have a social media presence before this? Like, how did she publish?
She's probably got Twitter, I would imagine. I don't know.
She does.
I don't know for a fact, but
so she's got 1.
She just didn't have Instagram.
7 million followers on. Well,
on Twitter.
Well, that's what.
Because Instagram, it says in the story anyway, 7 million now.
Right, and she, I believe, has more than. I mean, the ones that are more than over 100 million, she still has a ways to go to get to the big ones.
Yeah,
to get to the big ones.
Like Vin
the
Diesel
fastest to the hour. Yeah,
Vin Diesel has what 76 billion people.
Yeah,
or something.
I believe it is just under 77 billion. Yeah,
update 9.7 million.
Yeah,
wow.
For Angelina Jolie on
Instagram. So it's growing somewhat quickly.
Well,
I mean, depending on your definition of quick.
Yeah.
Right? That's amazing. And it's amazing that she's speaking out about this.
Yes, that's what she cares about.
Because, again, the Democrats always stick together, and they're not on this situation. That's how bad it is. That's how badly he's handled this.
Yeah.
That they haven't even duped the Democrats on what's going on. Just pretty amazing. She says, whatever your views on the war in Afghanistan, we probably agree on one thing. It should not have ended this way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving up the idea of a peace agreement between the Afghan government and the Taliban, appearing to cut and run, and abandoning our allies and supporters in the most chaotic way imaginable after so many years of effort and sacrifice is a betrayal and a failure impossible to fully understand. I mean,
amen.
That's a good statement from her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, meanwhile, the White House is saying they're overperforming their own metrics.
Oh, my gosh.
And the president is defying expectations.
He's defying expectations.
I mean, what were the expectations?
Well, he's defying them in a low way, that's for sure. He's gone so far below our expectations.
They're texting people that are left. They're not leaving people behind. They're texting them and we-apping them.
This is the greatest situation in American history. We've done better here than at any time, anywhere, since America began. I mean, that's probably what that's kind of what they're. The bigger the lie, the more people believe it.
I mean, he yesterday
just
started giving numbers about how good they were moving people out of there and what a strong case it was. It's unbelievable.
Wow. Well, we'll see if they get away with it this time. We'll see. Because this outcry has been such that, I mean, you could see him impeached over this. And he certainly deserves it. He really deserves it. 888-900-3393. In schools now, not only do we have to we worried about Common Core, but now we've forgotten about that so much because there's been other things. Common Core, man, nobody talks about that anymore. Then it was critical race theory, fighting against that as hard as we possibly could. Now there's social emotional learning. Have you heard about that? Did you read about that? You heard about that?
What is this, Jay? Tell me about it, man.
Haven't you seen it?
That's crazy.
A teacher has just resigned in Utah and wrote a letter about describing what's in social emotional learning lessons that paint parents as uneducated roadblocks to the children's learning.
Whoa.
It features BLM propaganda and attempts to turn students into activists. And that's just to get you started.
Well, that's good.
So this music teacher at Draper Park Middle School in Utah has resigned over it. He said, I've given notice to the school district of my resignation. I'll be leaving Draper Park Middle School within the next 2 weeks. This has been a heart-rending decision. Love working with your children, watching them grow and develop. I'll miss them very much. But then he goes on to talk about just some of the things in this curriculum. And look. And again,
social emotional
learning, which I've never heard of. And yet it's another thing that they've inserted into our school systems that is just this insidious evil trying to get to our children. Stop it. These progressives have gone so much further than we ever even knew about. And it's to the point where I don't know how you allow them to go through the public school education system. I don't know how you do it. There's just too much in it. There's just too much insidious garbage and propaganda that is polluting the minds of our kids. You can't turn them over to that. You just can't. And there's so much stuff we don't even know about. Who knows what's after this? We'll deal with this. We'll start hearing protests on this, and then it'll be something else.
Yep.
They just keep coming. It's really something. If you can't find a way to homeschool, you really have to talk to your kids about what they're learning at school every single day. Every single day, if you want to know what's going on. Some of the things they're finding out is that parents are roadblocks to their goals. There's material containing propaganda, encouraging students to become activists. He says, I'm especially uncomfortable with the anti-family undertone that I found in the second step curriculum, particularly regarding the relationship between the students and their parents, which the curriculum occasionally calls other generations. I'm very concerned that this is in our schools. So he continues on and on, talks about how much he loved the job, and when he brought his concerns to the school, to the principal and to the school board, he did say they actually listened to him, and then they said, there's nothing really there we can do about it.
Oh, that's interesting, Bill.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, go back to your classroom now.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the information, Bill. Go back to your class.
No, we'll take that under advisement, okay?
That's basically what they told him. And so he said, there's too much. I can't do it. I can't be a part of it. To his credit, students are taught generations have not had to think about the issues that they face today.
I mean, the destruction of the family is the worst, really.
And that's BLM and this curriculum. Other generations is just nice language for parents, guardians, and grandparents. Teaching students that other generations, their parents, are unprepared to help them is the same as saying that their trust and confidence should be in the system and not the family. It is anti-family, he says. BLM propaganda is included in the video presentations. I'm happy to discuss being just and helping to end suffering. But when the only visual cue given to the students to consider as the narrator speaks about the hardship of dealing with the injustice and suffering in the world is footage of Black Lives Matter protests, it's biased, it's propaganda, and that has no place in schools. So he goes through all of these things and actually outlines and says, look, I didn't go through the entire curriculum even.
Right.
This is just what I found with what I read. So at least find out what your kids are learning every day. At least find out what kind of curriculum is being taught in your schools. And, you know, they might not even share that with you. So I don't know if you can trust the educators, but maybe you can find a teacher in a school system that cares about this stuff like this guy did, because that's what it's going to take to find these things out.
I mean, it's pretty sad when you've got to worry about, I can meet you out behind the dumpster and you can tell me what you're teaching our children.
Right? It is kind of clandestine like that. Because then you're going to be shunned. When you do speak up, you're going to be shunned as some kind of right-wing kook. And that's not fun either. But, you know, we have to put up, we have to just take a stand on that stuff and not be swayed by it. Because our children's lives are at stake here. Our country is at stake here. All right, let me tell you about Patriot Mobile. Not so long ago, companies solely existed to provide products and services. What a concept. You know, maybe they made money and then they provided something in return to you.
Really?
Yeah. But now, a lot of them are just vessels for anti-American and anti-family propaganda. Few companies have had the courage to stand up for America, but Patriot Mobile is certainly one that has. Patriot Mobile has the broadest nationwide coverage, so you don't have to suffer with your cell phone service. And they use the same towers, of course, as all the major carriers, because there's only a limited number of towers. So you get all the same great service, plus they have plans to fit any budget. Their 100% U.S.-based customer service team has the highest rating among all wireless carriers. And more importantly, they share your values and they support organizations fighting for religious freedom, the Constitution, sanctity of life, veterans and first responders. So they share your sensibilities. PatriotMobile.com. Go there now. PatriotMobile.com/Pat, or you can call 972-PATRIOT. You'll get free activation with the offer code PAT. They also have special discounts for veterans and first responders, too. Support a company that loves America, loves you, and traditional family values. PatriotMobile.com/Pat or 972-PATRIOT.
Point of personal privilege?
Yes.
Pat Gray is here, and he's unleashed.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Yeah, we got Jeffy in here talking about, vaccines are fine. First of all, we've got better technology now. Yeah,
you're the one that's going down the list. You're going to be going down this list.
He's, of course, shedding his spike protein right now all over us.
Stay over there.
Spilling all over the room at this very moment.
I'm with you.
You keep your spike protein, you bastard.
You going in for that other shot, or are you backing out?
Yeah, I'm going.
Are you really?
You're nervous, though, right?
It's a 2-shot deal.
I bet he backs out, Pat. He's not going.
I think he's pretty nervous. I'll give you that. You're scared, right? You're scared. You should be.
Really
you
scared.
I'm
really scared.
Be afraid. Be very
afraid.
Well, because at the least, you're going to get sick, probably. Right? I mean, most people get sick afterwards.
That's what they said after
you
the
feel like
first
you got
one,
the
and
flu.
That didn't happen, so.
Which is not fun. I don't look forward to that. Knowing that, okay, this is going to give me an illness of some sort this weekend, it's hard just to do it because of that.
Hey, how's Jackie doing after her shot?
She's doing fine so far.
That's good.
She had a sore arm for like 2 days, and now she's got no side effects.
I thought you were about to say now she has no arm. It fell off.
Does she have a third tail yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
No. She doesn't have the first two either. So yeah, that's weird. But we were talking yesterday about how long it took to develop vaccines in the past, and how quickly this one happened. And TV's Rob Down the Hall found this chart for us.
Yeah, this is what I was referring to yesterday. Look at this.
Yellow fever. The virus yellow fever was discovered in 1900. We got a vaccine for human use in 1935. So that was 35 years.
Okay.
Polio started apparently in 1909. We got the vaccine in 1954, 45 years. For measles, 46 years.
Do we need it before then?
Before 46 years? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We did need it. HSV? Anybody know what HSV is?
That's the
human simple virus.
Yes.
Simplex.
Yes.
Is that herpes or something?
Herpes simplex. Oh, I bet it is herpes simplex.
Let's see here. Okay, good. Now my search history has me looking up herpes.
So, by the way, there is still no virus for it, vaccine. There's no vaccine for the virus. 102 years. Influenza, 1933, got one in 45. That was 12 years. RSV, 65 years. Dengue took 59 years.
No, we don't have RSV yet.
Oh, we don't. Yeah, there is no RSV.
And that's been going around too.
Right. Mm-hmm. Dengue fever, 59 years. We only finally came up with something in 2019 for that. Hepatitis B, we got a vaccine in 84, so that was 17 years after discovered. Rotavirus, 25 years. Hepatitis A, 22 years. HPV, the human papilloma virus.
Wait a minute. Why did hepatitis B get discovered before hepatitis A? That's what I want to know.
Right? That's strange.
Sorry,
That's
I'm hung
weird.
up on that.
HPV, though, we got that vaccine in 2007, and they started saying, vaccinate all your kids when they're 9 or whatever for this sexually transmitted disease.
Yeah, and didn't somebody in a high place have a connection to the pharmaceutical company that was distributing that?
That person in a high place would be Rick Perry.
Oh, so, okay.
33 years took to get that vaccine. HIV, of course, still not one. 38 years old. They have super effective treatments.
Yes, they do. They have a lot of good cocktails for that.
Super effective treatments. Yes. And while they're not a virus,
or vaccine.
Pretty much, jeez, I keep saying that. While they're not a vaccine, people now kind of die with HIV instead of from HIV a lot of times.
Well put.
You look at Magic Johnson, who doesn't have a trace of the virus in his body anymore. That's pretty amazing.
Sure is.
And so this COVID-19 was discovered in late of 2019.
So, So influenza was the quickest that's on this list. I thought measles was quick, but no, 46 years. I thought it only took 10, but it took 46.
Well, and the 10-year mark, I'm sure that's when we started to think that we needed it, though, right? I mean, that first 30-some years was just a...
we're just fine. We're just fine with the measles and people dying from it. Yeah, I'm sure that's what we thought.
Just a few people over there.
Okay, so the quickest was influenza, 33 to 45, 12 years. Until, of course, COVID-19, which took 6 months.
Oh, 6 months till we got the vaccine for that?
Technology is a wonderful thing, isn't it? We live in the future. We live in the future.
Technology is a wonderful thing. My spike protein is shooting up your nostrils right now. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Let's not let this the shedding of Jeffy. Let's not let this go.
No, we shan't.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
Let it go.
It's gonna be a thing.
Right.
Anytime we get sick, we're gonna blame this guy for
Jeffy.
bringing it in here.
Yeah.
Spreading my spike protein.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? Stop it.
Okay. Who knows what else you're carrying over there? Giving us.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, right?
Jeez,
dude is a walking laboratory.
I've had to deal with numerous things.
Yes, a number of things.
A walking petri dish is what you are.
Don't worry about it.
I am worried about it. You're within.
We have to worry about it. We should have you quadruple mask.
Can we put him in a soundproof studio down the hall and just wire in a microphone? Just
that's lined with lead so that his stuff can't get through.
Want spike proteins coming through that.
Just put Jeffy in a Faraday cage every morning.
Do you mind?
Is that cool?
No, that's fine.
You'd like that, right?
Yeah.
We got extra studios down the hall here.
So vaccine innovation, Pathead Debbie sent this.
Yeah, so this is a
similar chart.
It's a similar chart, but it's I like the way it's laid out because see how it's from 1880 or whatever to today. So there you go. And then you see the little dot in the bottom right-hand corner. Ta-da! There's the COVID timeline. Yeah.
Incredible. Isn't that incredible?
That's awesome.
Wow. Typhoid fever wasn't listed on the other chart. So that was started in 1880, it looks like. We got a licensed vaccine in 1990. That was
something like that.
Like almost 100 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's advances in technology,
Thank
Pat.
you, no doubt.
Right.
That's
First
awesome.
of all.
That's awesome.
First of all, technology is great.
I have a cough. I'm blaming Jeffy for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's shedding all over the place in his room.
I don't like that,
nasty.
Jeffy. Why'd you bring that in here, dude?
Nasty. All right, 888-933. Is there an Ebola vaccine? You can take a vaccine against Ebola?
Oh, really? That's on there?
Yeah,
I
it's
thought so,
there.
yeah.
Hang on.
How about that? That's weird.
Yeah. Huh. And
right.
developed in December 2019. Who knew?
Nice. 888-933-93. And at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. As Jeffy continues to shed his spike protein all over us this morning.
Yep.
Didn't realize I was continuing to shed this bright
it just
protein.
keeps happening.
Okay.
You can't even. I don't think you can even stop it, frankly.
I don't
if
know
you
that I
wanted
want to be honest with you.
You like that superpower now, don't you?
I do.
I'm going to be shedding a spike protein probably soon as well.
Really?
Yeah, got to get it.
You're going to get the vaccine, huh?
Probably.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I've decided to. But I'm going to get mine at Dairy Queen. That's where I'm going. My wife got it at Sam's Club.
I'm all for it.
I'm going to go to an even more ridiculous place. I'm going to get mine at Dairy Queen between servings of soft serve cones.
No problem. I'm up for that.
Jeff Bezos has a machine
so
for you
weird.
now, too. You can just get
Yeah.
that.
I could go to Bezos' house maybe and get it.
Oh, yeah, that's where you'll go.
Sure. It is so weird.
There's ice cream in there.
What a weird 5 years ago. If you thought, hey, this really controversial vaccine is going to be administered at Sam's Club and Kroger's store.
It's not like the shelf stockers are giving you.
It kind of is like that.
It's not like
yeah,
that.
it is like that.
No, it's not.
That's exactly what it's
No,
like.
it isn't.
Is it a licensed doctor administering it? No, it is not.
It's a licensed medical professional.
Yes, perhaps a nurse, maybe, right? Are they nurses?
Yeah.
Or is it just
something?
like your
Something.
pharmacist gave it to you?
Right. I got no problem with that.
It's just
most
weird.
times I'm
just saying.
Most
it's
times
weird.
I'm satisfied with whatever the pharmacist gives me, so it's okay.
Now,
because they give you chemicals all the time. And you love that.
When you go to Dairy Queen to get your vaccine, are you going to expect it from the guy making the blizzard, or are you going to demand?
Well, who else is going to give it to me?
If he puts on a white coat, it's basically now it's official.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Just put this on to make me feel like a real professional is doing this.
Put the white smock on, and we're good to go.
Good to go.
I mean, I'm certainly not going to have a customer give it to me, so it's got to be the guy who dispenses the cones, right?
Okay.
In between dispensing.
And I kind of like the idea of getting the blizzard instead of just the cone.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good
Well, you got to
idea.
get the Royal Blizzard. Yeah. That's got all the goo and the yummy stuff inside it. Oh.
I don't overdo it.
Oh,
it starts to get bougie
Yeah,
at
you
that
start
moderation and stuff.
Remember I don't want your bougie
get
things
all
in
that
there.
down,
Like,
See, my life motto is all things in moderation and moderate and then
Right.
eat.
That's clear
Is that what it is?
motto.
Did I nail
Thank
it?
you.
I nailed it. Okay. All right. So, wow. So, when you going to make the big day there to roll up your sleeve?
Don't know. Maybe Friday. Maybe Friday
Wow.
he'll get his
Oh, you
second
could
and
go
I'll
on a
get my
field
first.
trip. Oh,
Right?
that'd be cute. You could live stream it too.
Yeah, right. Like I live stream everything.
Jeffy, live stream it if he goes with you. Huh. Well, interesting.
You gonna live stream yours? You should. You should do that.
Why shouldn't you?
Wear my Fauci lied T-shirt.
Do you have one?
Yeah, we all
Okay.
got one, didn't we? Oh,
Yeah, we did.
okay.
I didn't. I couldn't remember if you were here at the time.
You got to wear that.
All right, that'll be great. So we got that going for us. A big live stream coming up this weekend.
Wow, it's a promise.
The
All right, fine.
all right, good. All right.
Okay. Listen, I'll tell you what. And this should actually bump me a little bit closer to Angelina. I'll do it on my Instagram Live. I'll do it on Angie Live.
Okay.
So it should get me closer to Angelina.
Have you tried the magnet trick to see if the magnet sticks to your
We
arm?
tried it here.
We tried that
we
too.
did try
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Okay.
And
Maybe
it
took some time.
worked.
It didn't work. Did not work.
No, it didn't work.
But we've seen it work, so don't give me that eye roll thing that you do. Did you see that Patagonia is, they canceled business with the owner of a Jackson Hole resort because that Jackson Hole resort owner raised money for Republicans.
Yeah, bastard.
How dare he? Outdoor brand Patagonia, which was founded by environmentalist activist Yvonne Chouinard, will remove its products from the popular Jackson Hole Mountain Resort in Wyoming after the resort's owner hosted a fundraiser. So he only hosted a fundraiser.
And you know what? Whatever.
Yeah. I guess Patagonia doesn't want Republicans to purchase their gear.
Fine.
That's, I guess.
Fine.
Right. Because that's kind of what you're saying, right?
That's exactly what they're saying.
I hate Republicans, and so I'm not going to have...
If you're a conservative or a Republican, screw off.
Right.
Don't buy my product. Okay.
I'm good with that. I've never bought Patagonia. And
really?
I'm so adamant about it, I'm going to continue not to buy Patagonia.
I'm trying desperately to think of a product that they sell.
Well, they sell that outdoor gear. It's kind of like, who's the one, North
Face.
North Face.
Oh, yeah.
That I see all the time. They're like a competitor for North Face.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
is Patagonia?
It's been a while since I've been in the athletic store.
Has it?
Yeah,
No,
the outdoor store. So
is this that company that the oil guy CEO went after because Patagonia didn't want to do business or something with oil companies? It was North Face?
No, it was North Face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're both.
Remember, and the CEO came out and go, well, then I guess you can't make this, or this because.
Oh, right.
All right. Well,
right, because it's all made with oil products.
Correct.
Right?
It's all petrotechnology.
It's all petroleum. Ridiculous. Also, a new study has found that over 60% of born-again Christians in America between the ages of 18 and 39 believe that Jesus isn't the only way to heaven, and that Buddha and Muhammad are also valid paths to salvation. So these are obviously born-again Christians who don't believe the Bible, where he states emphatically, I am the way, the truth, and the light.
Kind of the deal, right?
No man cometh to the Father but by me. Huh. So yeah, that was kind of the
kind
deal.
of the deal.
It's sort of the whole point.
Yeah. That is Jeffy theology. That's kind of the deal, right?
Of the deal,
that's kind of the deal.
Isn't that what? I mean,
Right.
you made that deal when you were born again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a little strange.
It does seem a little strange.
Huh. They also said that for those in that age group, over 30% say they either believe that Jesus sinned just like other people, or they're not sure.
I don't know.
What?
Did Jesus say, I don't know.
What is? Hold on. That's kind of the deal, right?
Was that he was perfect in all things and set the example for us in everything. Huh. Okay, well that's interesting. Is there a number they can call, Ivan?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, it's 1-800-BUDDHA.
1-800, you're really confused about what being born again means?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
You missed the point of the contract. Okay.
Yeah, kind of missed the whole thing. DC Comics is making Superman gay because they have to now, I guess.
Yes.
Everybody's got to be gay.
Yeah.
All the superheroes, there's a new thing. They got to be part of the LGBTQIAA2+ community, or they can't be in a comic book anymore. So apparently...
It's kind of the deal.
It's kind of the deal. It is.
It's kind of the deal.
Just too muck and fudge. That's a square.
Kind of the deal.
It's kind of the deal.
You know what I'm talking about, my friend. You know
it.
So what do we got here? What's going on?
Well, they're going to retire, apparently, Clark Kent. And he's going to be replaced with Jonathan Kent, Clark Kent's son. See, because we knew he wasn't gay.
Right.
The original Superman can't be gay. He's with Lois.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Unless she turns out to be,
non-binary?
Non-binary.
Or
trans. Right.
Gosh, don't give them any storyline ideas.
Actually, I love that.
Yeah, you do.
So apparently, Superman is going to retire and turn it over to his son, Jonathan, who's
gay.
Come out as gay.
Okay.
So there you go.
I mean, he's going to have a nice-looking cape.
Well, it's going to... hopefully, it'll be a rainbow cape. That's what I'm hoping. Not that traditional red cape, but the rainbow cape.
I mean, look, you run around in spandex that long.
Something's going to happen.
Something's going to
get. Look, if Superman were to land here and say,
Don't
"Hey,
do it. Don't."
A little Superman business? You going to say no?
Yes, I'm going to say no.
You're not.
No,
you're not going to say no.
No, I'm going to say no.
You're not going to say no to Superman.
I would say no. Now he could try to force me, but I'm sticking kryptonite.
Where?
Where the sun doesn't shine. If he tries it,
he might like it if you do it quickly.
No. Oh man. 888-900-3393. With that,
kind of the deal.
I guess that leads us to the dog videos that keep trying to sell.
Look at that. That's what it takes. It takes a story about Superman turning gay to get you into animal videos. Yeah, the kind of timeline cleanse here for you.
Yeah, we'll cleanse our minds with 2 dogs and a water hose.
Oh. This is cute. Look at that. Look at the ones catching the water. See, the one's spraying the water, and the one's running out to catch it. See? This is cute. You like it. You like it. You're laughing inside. You don't like it?
No,
no, look over there. I'm asking you the question.
Inside.
Yeah, you like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like?
Yeah, because we just went from a shoving kryptonite up to comic book characters.
Rectal cavity.
Darn near.
Mm-hmm. Killed him.
Wrecked
him.
Thank you.
Darn near killed him.
You're welcome, y'all.
Then what's this other animal video here?
Oh, this
I
is
hope
like
it's as good as the last one.
I know, me too.
Shut up, you're shedding. Play the donkey one, please. It's a guy and he's singing a lullaby to a little donkey there. That's cute. That's cute. You know it is. Jeffy, you would tear up a city street to save that donkey, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah. All right.
Lullaby.
I think it's cute. I think it's adorable because this little thing sacked out on his shoulder. But don't disturb him by bringing the camera around.
The eyes are open, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I liked it, and I appreciate all of the audience members of Pat Gray Unleashed for sending those to me.
Weird stuff going on in the world.
Right?
I mean, that is weird.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's better than what's actually going on
I did
out there.
the story about the lady that was having an affair with the chimpanzee that was banned from the zoo in Belgium. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice job, Rob. What's that? Wait, a chimpanzee and
a lady was going to see a chimp for multiple days for the last few years at the zoo, and the zoo is like, no, you can't come here anymore. You're banned from coming here anymore.
So she got into the.
She was just the lover of
chimp
the
area
animal.
with. What?
And they're saying that it's hurting the chimp with the other chimps. The chimps. This chimp just sits alone now, and the other chimps don't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pissed at him.
I don't want to ask, but what does this mean? She was having an affair.
Well, I don't know that any actual business was happening. Mm-hmm. I think it's possible that she was hoping for business because she said she was in love with the chimpanzee.
Okay,
and the chimp was in love with her.
No.
So there's no video of her holding the chimp in her lap singing "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," though.
Good, because Keith would want to play it.
Yeah, then we'd play that one. That would be the next animal video. Check this out. This chick goes to the zoo and she sings "Somewhere Over the Rainbow" to this chimpanzee.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
That's not all she'd be doing.
All right, so I've got a video here that is in fact humorous. Somebody gets paged at the airport, and apparently the pager doesn't realize this person isn't a person.
I think after the second or third time the pager does, though, it's really you kind of get the pager going.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to this.
California, think of this.
Delta Airlines is paging recall Newsom. Please meet your party.
Recall Newsom.
Delta Airlines is paging recall Newsom.
Yeah,
she stops
on the second or third one. She stops. Okay,
that's not right.
And Delta Airlines is paging. Oh no!
Yeah, I gotta say it now.
And now I've got to say it because I've just said recall Newsom.
Gate 825.
And the people there waiting for their flight, you heard them laughing there. They picked up on it. That was good stuff.
Yeah, they did. They were laughing. Yeah, because
they were the ones.
Does Seymour Butts not work at the airport anymore?
No.
Paging Mr. Butts, Mr. Seymour Butts.
By the way, the former California Democrat Majority Leader, Gloria Romero, means nothing to you or me, being that we don't live in California. Anyway, is endorsing Larry Elder. So the Democratic Majority Leader, former, in California, is now endorsing Larry Elder.
The white supremacist Larry Elder.
The white supremacist Larry Elder has a key endorsement now from the other side of the aisle. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
How tired are you of these black white supremacists?
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so sick of them.
Oh, if I've seen one, well, then I've seen one, but I don't think I've seen one even. So it's interesting to me, though, that Larry Elder is doing so well. I think that's great. As a talk show host, they're going to have a plethora.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine if they go back through all of his record? I hope he's deleting everything he's ever said up until this year.
Maybe he doesn't care.
There's going to be stuff there, right?
And maybe he
that they
doesn't
can
care.
use against him, or that they will use against him, or that used to be said all the time and pretty common, and now it's the worst thing in the world. Yeah. So it's pretty tough for anybody who's been doing this to do that.
You aren't kidding.
To become governor of California now. So amazing. 888-900-3393. Oh, I love this because, these plastic barriers that they've got up everywhere now. You go into a CVS or a Walgreens and they've got all this plastic stuff, and then they have an opening, and then they have openings between the plastic, and then you're supposed to think, okay, well, I guess that's protecting them somehow.
Remember, the virus is dumb. Right?
It can't get around the barrier.
Can't get around that stuff. If you're
it
sitting
hits
down,
the plastic, and that's where it stays.
And
what about if where they stuff the bag through and everything?
No, it doesn't know to go down there.
Oh, okay.
Because unless you're that tall and your voice goes through that opening.
If you'll recall, early on, places like Walmart had the arrows on the floor. And you knew, well, the virus isn't going to come down this way.
No, it travels one way down the aisle.
You just keep my back to the virus. I'm going to be okay.
Yeah. That was amazing that we had the one-way aisle system.
We are a stupid
I just want to go on record
society.
that I didn't follow that.
Oh, really?
Really?
No, I didn't.
Wow. Scofflaw over here. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
That was even before I was vaccinated.
Well, living dangerously.
No, I wouldn't care.
There we go. Look at that. See? Walking, the virus is like, I'm going to get you. Keep your mask on. Sitting, the virus is like, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
And the plastic thing made it so like, okay, boom, I hit this
we're
plastic
safe.
barrier.
We're secure.
Yeah. Well, now research suggests that in some instances, a barrier protecting a clerk behind a checkout counter may redirect the germs to another worker or customer.
What?
Rows of clear plastic shields, like those you see in a nail salon or classroom, can also impede normal airflow and ventilation. Under normal conditions in stores, classrooms, and offices, exhaled breath particles disperse, carried by air currents, and depending on the ventilation system, are replaced by fresh air roughly every 15 to 30 minutes. But erecting plastic barriers can change the airflow in a room, disrupt normal ventilation, and create dead zones where virus aerosol particles can build up and become highly concentrated.
So walls
Something else I got wrong.
prevent airflow.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
Isn't that interesting, though? Yet
I've never heard that
another
before.
thing that they've gotten wrong. Is anything left? Like, is there anything they said at the beginning or anywhere near the beginning still accurate?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think every single thing they've done, every precaution they've taken has backfired. Just about every single thing, including the masks, and they won't admit to that. But the masks are causing problems as well.
But
they don't help.
Everything they have gotten wrong has been outside of your body. But yet, the thing that goes into your body now, all of a sudden, is going to be the silver bullet. Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
No, thank you.
Well, that's the vaccine they developed in 6 months.
Thank you.
That is in human trials right
common
now.
sense is just poof.
It's gone. Bye. U.S. officials reviewing the possibility of the Moderna vaccine. Now, this is actually coming from the Washington Post. The Washington Post. How dare they? Have they been blocked on Twitter yet? Have they been shut down completely?
Are you talking about a place where democracy dies in darkness?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They're reviewing the possibility that the Moderna vaccine is linked to a higher risk of uncommon side effects than previously thought. Yay!
But what is that? So it's a higher risk, but what is that?
Every single time, I've talked about this before.
Don't raise your voice to be loud.
Every time I get close to it, as I've said I am again, every single time.
They keep pulling me back.
They keep pulling me back. They push me away with a story like this.
I know.
Federal health officials are investigating emerging reports that the Moderna coronavirus vaccine may be associated with a higher risk of a heart condition called myocarditis in younger adults than previously believed. That's according to two people familiar with the review, who emphasize the side effect still remains uncommon, fairly uncommon.
And obviously the benefits outweigh the side effects. And we're talking about younger people, so you're good.
Okay, yeah, right. This is for males below the age of 30 or so.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, so you're talking about the males under the age of 30 who are likely to enroll in college or try to get into a school, and then are told,
and have to do this to get into that school.
And then they're told, you got to get out if you don't have it. 238 students at the University of Virginia who were just told, bye-bye, get out of here.
The two people who described the investigation spoke on condition of anonymity because they'll be killed otherwise. One of the people familiar with the review emphasized it's too early to reach a conclusion, of course. Obviously.
Well, it always is too early to reach a conclusion.
Person said the agencies must do additional work before deciding whether to issue any kind of new or revised warning or recommendation about the situation. In June, the FDA added a warning label for the Pfizer and Moderna shots, both known as mRNA vaccines, which are not vaccines, by the way, about the increased risk of myocarditis. But don't worry about it. Pfizer just got approved.
That's right.
Pfizer's approved.
So we're good.
Moderna's fine.
Pfizer's approved for everyone except for the 12 to 15-year-olds, right? The 12 to 15-year-old kids are still under.
And was it Don Lemon saying
authorized.
5 to 11-year-olds?
No, that was De Blasio.
De Blasio.
Say we got to get everybody
5 to 11.
5 years old, so everybody in school will be invincible and get back and carrot and stick. Oh, shut up, you tyrant! And by the way, I have no idea which ones do what age because I don't care. It doesn't apply to me. But if you had to get the shot, Pat, which one would you get, do you think? Do you know?
Well, I think the Moderna is the one that's available widely around here. I think it's Moderna.
Is that the one that you're doing the two-parter on?
Yeah.
Is that Moderna?
Mm-hmm. I was leaning to
You can still
Pfizer.
get the Pfizer.
Then I switched to Johnson & Johnson.
Okay.
Then I went to Moderna.
All right.
Then I switched back to Pfizer. Now I'm back to Moderna, but now I'm about to head back to Pfizer.
I will say that.
Well, hold on. Can I ask
Kroger
you?
was that had the Pfizer.
That had the Pfizer. Okay, so if you do get the shot, Pat, I would just ask, could you please go with Moderna so that I only have one type of shedding coming my way? I don't want to fight off two different kinds of shedding.
Two different spike proteins.
Thank you.
Yeah, that would be bad. Yeah, it would be bad.
You'll be okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got natural immunity. I'm good.
And that is true. That is true. We don't know how long that lasts, but we really don't know anything.
Don't forget, the people who had SARS 17 years later didn't get COVID.
As a rule.
So it suggests that the immunity lasts for quite a long time in your bones.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you for a soft serve cone or maybe a blizzard and a vaccine shot at Dairy Queen sometime on Friday afternoon. We'll see you there.
Nice.
But we'll be back here to do the show again tomorrow as well. Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.